Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the G Perspective. I am your host, George Michael Perez, aka GMike. Y'all already know what it is, baby. Football season is around the corner, and NFL Preseason is going on right now. So I bring back the boys, Justin Frazier, Logan Peter, and Nick Wilkins, to go over some sleepers in the NFL preseason, some dark horses through the regular season, and maybe in the postseason. And we go a little bit on what Ben Simmons just won this past week against the Philadelphia 76ers. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode like I did. You guys know where to follow me on Twitter at GeorgeMike Perez, IG, TikTok, and YouTube at GMike Media _, and then the podcast audio version itself is under the G Perspective on all podcast platforms. Hope you guys enjoy and subscribe, hit the like button, and write some comments, you know? Come on, give me a little feedback. The boys are back in town. Woo! We got Nick Wilkins on the mix, Calvin Klein model. If you guys have seen this before, you already know. Go to Calvin Klein, get his new underwear, the 2.0s. And then you got Justin Frazier out here. Justin Frazier out here just came back from the Bahamas, living life out there. What it do, man? And then we got Logan High Knees Peter. Logan, real quick, before we start, man, let me see you do a high knee right quick.
What? I'll bring it up, but like I'm not standing up. That's crazy.
How y'all boys doing, man?
Blessed, bro. Appreciate you having me on, or us on, I guess.
For sure, man. You already know, man. Fucking the 4 horsemen on this damn pod again. And I know y'all excited about the NFL season, the preseason going on right now. I know you guys want to talk about some players, especially Justin. That's all he talks about lately. But we got to start first with the NBA, man, because of this news that just came out. And I want to start with Logan, man, because it's right at home. We got Ben Simmons regained a portion of nearly $20 million from the 76ers in a settlement from his grievance filed against them. Logan, how you feeling about that, about Ben Simmons finessing the shit out of Philly?
Go Birds, bro. I mean, for real. Who cares, bro? On God, I really just don't. I'm so tired of hearing Ben Simmons' name come out of mouths of in the same sentence with the Philadelphia 76ers. I am so looking forward to the future. Look, I'll talk to you about basketball when Jay Freezy is a Sixers fan, my boy. Oh,
But I mess with him. But I mess with Embiid.
I get that, bro. But you know you're gonna be a Sixers fan when that dude comes. So I'll talk about basketball when that happens. When that day comes.
Logan, when
dude comes,
don't say a word. Just know I bought my ticket to opening night. I expect to see you there.
100%. Oh, no. You're gonna have to tell me because then we'll be there together.
You're right.
I mean, I got you. Yeah, no, but for real, like a real talk though, like I really am just so tired of hearing his name. I'm glad he got his money for being a little boy and being childish. So good, congrats to him. He's continuing to do so in Brooklyn, and that's why all his teammates don't even want to play with him now. All of a sudden, the guys that were on board with the Ben Simmons trade last year, all of a sudden want to get as far away from him as possible because every person on earth knows what he's about himself. So that's really all I have to say about him. So quite frankly, I'm glad that this came out because this is the last thing that will ever come out between Ben Simmons and the 76ers, unless he somehow like drops 60 on Embiid.
Yeah, nah, that's not happening.
I don't know what's worse, dropping 60 or finessing you for 20 mil.
That's okay. You know what? The NBA is trying to the NBA is trying to do 60.
That too. If you let Ben Simmons drop 60 on your head, you got a lot of problems.
Rudy Gobert did. Like 44.
Yeah, Rudy though.
How y'all feeling about the situation, Justin and Nick?
I think it's just funny. I'm kind of with Logan.
I agree.
Like I'm tired of Ben Simmons as a
Same.
whole. Not like I hate him or anything. Like Logan probably hates him. I just want him to play. That's all I want. I just want him to play. That's it.
So do I though.
agree.
It's not like I hate him to the fact that like I don't want him to play. Like go play, dude. But like, stop being a little boy and dealing with yourself.
It's the fact that when we hear about him, we're hearing about him being a child. We're hearing about him doing childish things and not playing basketball. You know what I mean? We're hearing about him trying to get his money for not playing, pretty much, not earning his money. He wanted to get his money without earning his money.
Finesse God, what? Hey, I ain't even
And you
mad,
can't blame
honestly.
him because
I'm
everybody
not
else
even
is trying
mad
to do
at
the
it.
same.
I'm not even mad at it, man. Hey, man, get your money. I'm the type of person that, hey, you go and get your money, man. And you out here saying that they tried me, they did this to me, they did that to me. Mom, come and help me out. And he ends up getting 20 mil, almost 20 mil off of it.
You are a 76 troll. Of course, you're not mad.
Yo, man, fuck that, man. Yo, get your money, dog.
Look at the Cowboys. You see them boys.
You told him in the chat for months. Of course, you're not mad.
Bro didn't care. Anything that happens to Philly, you just go, whoop.
Yeah. Over the top. Nah, but he really finessed the shit out of them. Like it's surprising to me that he actually got money off of this. Like I know, there was some things that happened over there in Philly that it was on both sides. I would say their faults, and then on both sides that it's not really their faults. It's like it's a complicated situation, but at the end of the day, he filed for this shit and got $20 million off of it. Congrats to him, but congrats to the 76ers too, because now they don't have to deal with that crap no more. They got James Harden out here, and they signed him for less money. Hopefully he could come back and be Houston Rockets James Harden. But it's going to be tough with Joel Embiid down there. But Joel Embiid's going to be healthy now. He's not going to have an injured thumb, so they're going to be past that. So honestly, it played well for both sides.
I do think at the end of the day, what quite frankly happened in Ben Simmons' case with the Sixers was Joel Embiid had a difference in his mindset and the way he competed and the way he talked to his teammates and things of that nature. And Ben Simmons didn't. Ben Simmons I don't know. There's something about him being a celebrity and being the first overall pick that just really, really, really he loves being in the spotlight, man. Like he's a FaZe Clan member. Like I'm just saying, he does a lot of stuff off the court that is like, do you even really want to play? Like he's sort of got like a Kyrie head, but Kyrie at least played the first 7 to 8 years of his career and was dominant.
Yo, yeah. I agree with Logan 2 times in the past week. Something is not right.
No, you're right.
Sorry, we haven't talked about football yet, so.
I'm talking about that. Remember when you tweeted at me the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in his situation, I do agree that he does like to be in the spotlight, but at the same time, he's a very sensitive person from what we've seen come out and stuff. So that's like that's hard to, that's hard to be about being in the spotlight and being sensitive at the same time. Like you can't have that. Like you got to be ready to take the blows if you're out here trying to be in front of everybody's faces. So, I mean,
he said he gets with a Kardashian, but
Yeah. Hey, another win for him. Another win.
I don't know.
So I'm saying he gets a lot of W's off the court.
I don't know if that's
off the court.
Oh, man.
Well, it's got to be a problem with mindset, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's the news going on in the NBA right now. But I know you guys want to jump to the NFL preseason and regular season. I'm going to let Justin start off because for the past few weeks since the draft, this guy has been talking about a particular star that's going to be up and coming for the Pittsburgh Steelers, George Pickens. I know you want to talk a lot of smack about what he's going to do, so I'm going to let you take the floor right now.
George, I know it's probably going to take you a long time to edit and whatnot, but if you go back to the draft pod we did, me, you, and Nick, you asked me who's a sleeper from the draft. I don't know. I guess my eyes were deceiving me because I think I said George Pickens on that pod. Now everybody wants to,
100%.
get their saddle and ride the George Pickens horse. Pause. I'm like, I mean, what do you want me to do?
But what are people seeing that you saw before? What are they seeing now?
he's really the complete package. Like, he's 6'3", 200 pounds. He's a big physical dude. And I don't even need to get into the receiving. Y'all see that? He runs crisp routes. He's fast. He's got strong hands. He makes great contested catches. But he blocks very well. He's a menace. I don't know if y'all seen his blocking highlights. He's a menace.
He's a menace.
He's honestly the best receiver on the Steelers already. Like, people are going to be like, what about Deontay Johnson?
I agree with that statement. Going based on what you were talking about, Justin, you saw that clip against Michigan where he shoved the corner, literally looked at the sideline and switched them.
He literally did the same thing last week. He pushed him straight to the ground.
NFL young boy.
Yep.
NFL young boy.
No, that's it.
I don't want to put like all pro on him as a rookie, but like I'm telling you, like just off skill
pushing.
alone.
That's
you got Mitchell Trubisky out there.
His ceiling is out.
Cold. I am cold.
I'm saying he won't be. He won't be. But I'm saying he's definitely wide receiver.
I get you.
If he had a different quarterback, yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Oh, if he had if he was drafted to the Packers.
Man, I'm gonna come back on George's podcast in 3 years, and I'm gonna have my "I told you so" toast. Right now, it's just a prelim.
Is that water? Is that water? Breezy on water.
Hey, bro's just trying to wake up.
Hey, so Nick, you got your favorite team on the Hard Knocks this year, the Detroit Lions. Episode 1 was pretty fire. Episode 2 came out last night. I'm pretty sure none of us saw it. But how you feeling about your Lions going into this season? You guys got the second overall pick, Aiden Hutchinson. Great pick for you guys. You guys got a lot of motive going down. Dan Campbell, he looks like a great coach. He's the players coach for sure. So there's a lot of upside for you guys. Well, how you feeling about the season?
There's a lot of upside. There's a lot of things that I like. There's a lot of things that I also don't like. I think from a defensive standpoint, we've added some pieces. Obviously, you mentioned Hutchinson. We drafted a couple middle linebackers, which we really needed. I don't know if they're really going to fill that spot because they were drafted kind of late. However, I do believe in our defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn. I like him a lot. I think he brings the best out of our defense. I think he has a great scheme. He follows the game plan of games well. I've just watched him kind of change how the defense was set, especially last season after halftime, kind of like going based off what they were doing in the first half. And that's why you've seen a lot of our defense stopping other opposing offenses late in games. And from a coaching standpoint, I think the Lions are doing a lot better, especially what we previously had in Matt Patricia and all the prior bad coaching experiences the Lions have had. And Breezy looking like, yes, that list is long. That list is long. So as of next season, I don't really see us taking the division or anything. I don't see us making the playoffs, but I do like the Lions for the future.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully you could get Bryce Young out of Alabama and get Jared Goff out of there because it'd be tough.
I'd be happy. Tough. I'd be jumping up and down. Having Bryce throw to Jameson.
And DeAndre Swift in the back.
Swift in the backfield. I'd be a happy man.
Top 10 running back in fantasy for sure.
I'm gonna say my thoughts on the Lions for the later question.
And what's the later question?
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll jump to Logan right quick.
Don't get my hopes up, bro. I don't believe that.
We'll jump to Logan right quick. Logan, I hate to say this, but the Philadelphia Eagles are favorites to win the division for
they're
sure.
Looking good.
Are they?
Yeah, they're looking good. Yeah, I would say they're the favorites to win the division for sure.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look on my trusty betting app.
I don't know if they're considered favorites. A lot of people still think. Cowboys
I'm saying that
as a Cowboys fan.
Look, Dallas is good, bro. That's what I'm saying. Dallas is still a good team.
Is good.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that we're bad.
Philly has improved so much.
Yeah, exactly. You guys did a lot of moves in the offseason. Great draft. I would say like A- draft around there in the A's.
Mm-hmm.
You got AJ Brown off of a trade in the draft. I mean, you guys did a lot of things. Jalen Hurts, there's a lot of upside for him.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling about this season for the birds, for the pajaritos?
Like, I've been telling everybody since the start of really the draft, before free agent. Well, yeah, before everything. After last season ended, I really firmly believed that this team would take a huge step forward next season as long as Jalen Hurts takes the necessary step forward that he needs to take. Every team needs at least a game managing quarterback if you have a very, very good defense. I talked about this yesterday with one of my friends that's a Steelers fan. And we were talking about his quarterback situation, right? And I was like, look, dude, Steelers play football in a way that you don't need a quarterback that is going to be absolutely dominant. You need a running back that's going to be very, very good. You need an offensive line that's going to be stable. And you need a guy that can game manage the hell out of a defense because their defense is good. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping the Eagles defense can take that extra step up so Hurts doesn't have to feel like he is like Superman and make all these magic plays to keep if he can score anywhere between 24 to 28 points a game. Oh, I'm telling you, dude, look out. This team is going to be something. And A.J. Brown is going to add a different dynamic to the team. That's obvious. 24 years old, already one of the best receivers in football. I think he's top 5, and I think he probably will take a step back strictly on the fact that the Eagles spread the ball out so much because they also have a top 5 tight end. They also have a top 25 other wide receiver. Dallas Goedert is not a top 5 tight end.
No, I'm talking about A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is not top 5 receiver.
Oh, okay. Well, that's my opinion. Yeah, listen, I think he's a top 5 receiver. So
that's an Eagles fan. For
sure.
You
think Dak Prescott's a top 10 quarterback, right? Because I don't.
Top 10.
All right, yeah, exactly. You'd have to think about it. Yeah. That's my point. Okay, I exactly. Say, yeah. All right, yeah, that's my point.
A.J. Brown, top 5 wide receiver last year.
Yeah, but you confidently said
no, he wasn't
top
because
5 wide receiver
because he wasn't on Philly.
No, not at all. Not at all, because I really do think he's just going from one offense that didn't target him as much as he should to another offense that he's not going to be targeted as much as he should, if that makes sense.
You're saying he's about to take a step back?
No. Hell no. I think he's going to be targeted a lot.
No, I think he's going to be targeted. I'm not saying they're not going to get him the ball. Obviously, you give him all that money to get him the ball. My point is, there's a lot of options on this offense. I'm telling you, Kenny. I look at a guy like Kenny Gainwell, who's the second string running back, and this guy
he was taking first team reps. Miles
Sanders is about to take a backseat.
Nice.
No, and I really do believe that Miles Sanders, like he does every single year, will get hurt, and ultimately that will be what he does. He gets a soft tissue injury, something along those lines. He's in the last year of his contract, so if he doesn't get hurt, he'll probably ball out, and the Eagles still won't re-sign him because they don't value the running back position. They really don't. They know they can get one in the 4th or 5th round in a draft when they need one, so they just do it because they run 3 at a time. So it's whatever. I don't know why they pick Miles Sanders in the 2nd round because they really don't spend that good of draft stock on running backs ever. But he's gone after this year. Kenny Gainwell is going to be the running back, and I love the way this guy runs the football, dude. Like, if they don't give him the ball a lot, I'm going to be upset. And you're right. Miles Sanders is going to have to get the ball too. And you also forget that guess who's going to want to run the ball as well? Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts is going to want to run the ball as well. They all want to run.
Whole name out of this group of great.
And then they have Quez Watkins to blow up the middle.
We're leaving a whole nother name out of this group. I guess people didn't want to mention.
I said
Devonta.
that. That's what I said. I said Devonta is
like
a top 25.
I was about to say.
Listen, yeah, they're all there. They have a specialty. They have a special group. What were you gonna say, Nick?
I was gonna say AJ is opening up the game for Devonta. But then 100%. He started talking about him being a top 5 wide receiver, and I wanted to go more into that.
I had to go back.
I wanted nothing to do with that. But Devonta, you're going to see that man open way more often just because there's not as much pressure on him from a defensive standpoint.
All I know is the Eagles all of a sudden have the best wide receiver group in the division. They have.
Oh man, I thought he was saying NFL.
I was about to say,
no. Division.
In the division. NFC East.
They all of a sudden have the best wide receiver group in the division. They arguably have the 2nd best quarterback in the division, so that's okay. Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I don't think it's arguably either. I think he is the 2nd best quarterback.
I don't know, dude. I think if Wentz is confident, Wentz still can play.
No.
He
No.
Basura.
No. No.
If you guys don't know what that means garbage.
Hey, he's not
I'm not
garbage. I just
Yo,
He's not-
if you threw Carson on the Steelers, oh my God, dude, that team is at least winning 10 games. I don't care, dude. They're at
But
least
just
winning
like
10
you
games.
said, they just need a quarterback to manage the game.
You're
and
right.
yes, he could do
Tomlin,
that.
man.
He could do that. He
That's
could
what I'm
manage the
saying.
game, but
That's what I'm
he's
saying.
not. I
But
don't
the
think
di-
he's elite though.
That's like
I
throwing
don't
him
think
on
he's
the,
elite.
like
I don't think
throwing
he's
him on the
elite
Rams,
either.
you know
I
what
don't think
mean?
he's
It's like-
elite either. That's not my point. But my point is, I don't think he doesn't have talent anymore. Like he's better than Daniel Jones. I
No,
will
he's in the
100%.
NFL. He's in the
Oh,
NFL.
yeah.
He has
No,
talent.
no. I'm
He's better than
saying like
Daniel Jones.
he's still like a.
I'm not gonna lie. Carson off strictly talent is a top 10 quarterback. Off talent.
Oh, just off talent, then yeah. I mean, I don't know.
His
He's
tangibles
so
are horrible.
That's what I'm saying. He's got
his
no confidence, bro.
decision-making.
Think about
It's-
his career, bro. Just think about this guy's career.
Bro,
through his
confidence
entire
plays a
career.
big part in
He was
sports, bro.
he was great. Yeah, that's
They
what I'm
do.
saying though. When he's that's what I'm saying. If he gets confident with the Commanders, if he turns that team into something that's on his back and he's feeling it, I'm telling you, he will
Logan,
start to feel it.
Logan, let me ask you something, brother.
I just don't know if they have the defense that's good enough to stop
He was
other
on-
offenses.
He was on a team last year where he didn't really have to do too much because Jonathan Taylor.
You're
all he had
correct.
to do was deliver.
But their defense
And
wasn't as good as they could have been.
but it was
Oh.
good enough. And you wait
Yeah, the
till the
Colts.
final 2 games to choke it all away, man.
Listen, dude, I 100% agree. His confidence, again, when you think about it, Jim Irsay basically told Reich before the season, I don't want this guy, but Reich said, I think I can turn him into something. Let me try. Irsay said, fine.
I want nothing to do with it.
100%. And then Irsay said, you're right. I never wanted anything to do with him. And they both said it on national TV. They were like, oh, yeah, let's just say it. Yep. All right. Sorry, Carson. How do you think that guy? You're watching that at home, eating with your daughter, and
I'm supposed to
you're
believe-
watching ESPN.
I'm supposed to believe, Logan, right, that this guy who has struggled with confidence the past few years gets to play your team twice. And we know your fans are ridiculous. He has to play Indy this year. Those fans hate him. And when is the last time the Commanders, aka the football team, aka the other name, have done anything to earn some type of hype?
No. Listen, I'm not. You guys are misinterpreting what I'm saying. I'm not trying to give this team any hype whatsoever at all. They are a bottom feeder in this league. I get that 100%. I'm saying if Carson Wentz gets confident down the road, they have skill position players that if they draft well in the next 2 to 3 years and Carson's still there, he's still young enough to make a step if he remains confident. He needs he needs confidence. He needs a front office to back him. Because he hasn't had that since Nick Foles went and won the Super Bowl in 2018.
Okay, but we're talking about right now. You said arguably second best quarterback, Jalen Hurts. No, I don't agree with that. I think that Jalen Hurts is the second best quarterback in the division.
I just don't think he's shown enough yet. But I think he's going to take a next step this year. So we'll see.
I just like Jalen's intangibles, but like obviously I think Carson, like if you did strictly talent, I think Carson has it, but like
Jalen has the
It's hard to
mentality.
judge.
Yeah.
It's hard to judge.
No, Jalen has the mentality. He just doesn't have the talent quite yet. Like the elite talent you need to be an elite quarterback. He's close. That's what I'm saying. If he takes that next step, listen, don't get me wrong. I am the biggest Jalen Hurts believer you'll ever meet, bro. There's so many Eagles fans that you'll run into that hate this guy. They hate this guy for no reason. They're like, yeah, he can't throw it more than 30 yards downfield.
That's Philly fans 101. What do you mean?
I'm telling you, bro. They don't.
Philly fans always got an opinion.
I feel like people don't understand the quarterback
Negative opinion.
fully. So like people say Lamar can't throw. That's not true. Just because you don't throw like Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers, doesn't mean you can't. Jalen Hurts can throw. He just has some things, footwork, accuracy issues to work on, timing, anticipation that he needs to work on.
Anticipation and timing were his biggest things, Freezy. Last year, those were the 2 biggest things that I saw in his game, that if he can figure that out, which I think he will, because like he just wants it that bad. He wants it, dude. I know he wants it.
Do.
You can tell that this man has the mentality
He's got
to
that
go
drive
out and get what he wants. Yeah. It's just a matter of when he takes that next step, because if he doesn't take that big of a step this year, that's the Eagles won't. That's my point. If the Eagles are only going to go as far as Hurts takes them, that's how this league works. And their defense isn't strong. They're strong, but they're not strong enough to carry they're not strong enough to carry bad quarterback play, especially
kind of
teams are going to play.
Disagree though on your team, Logan. Like, okay, no defense in 2022 is probably good enough to carry a bad quarterback.
I think the Steelers are.
That's because you have to score now. You have to score now.
You're right, but I think the Steelers are.
What I'm saying is, okay, probably maybe the Steelers can. I'm saying like that defense has some talent, man, especially on that line. You can literally, you don't even have to have somebody like Fletcher Cox who's a little bit older. He doesn't even have to play a crazy amount of snaps because you can rotate in a Jordan Davis. You've got Hassan. What's bro's last name? Thank you. You've got just so many. You still have Brandon Graham. You still have a
Derek
lot
Barnett.
of people that can contribute on this.
There's a bunch of guys. Well, penalty Barnett, but it's all right.
It's names that are literally leaving my mind right now. But I know it's so deep that you literally
Javon Hargrave's in there.
In the fourth quarter, guys are fresh because they keep rotating. Then you got Darius Slay, who has yet to take any type of step back. He had the one bad year 2 years ago, but bounced back last year. You added James Bradbury, who was just a Pro Bowler 2 years ago. Hopefully he can bounce back.
We're playing with a good team.
Kobe Dean is there. You know my Georgia boys. So
and you know who I love too?
Kobe Dean. You got Dean late.
We stole both Nakobe Dean and we stole a linebacker from the Chargers defense last year. That was probably he was probably because you're white. He was probably their most efficient defender on defense last year. He was top 3 in tackles. He was top 3 in I don't even know, but I looked at his stats. He was all over the field for them. He had an interception. The starters played one possession against Zach Wilson, and because your white picked him off. That was the only one.
A legit top 5, top 7 unit in the league this year. I'm really confident in that.
We'll see, man. All I know is it's definitely gonna be exciting. It's not gonna be a Detroit Lions season.
Man, I'm sick of this Eagles talk, man.
Heard that.
We're gonna pivot right here.
Heard that.
Oh man, and the timer just set too. Man, that's some fucking shit.
I see how it is.
Yo, let's get a dark horse in here before we go.
Before we get out of here, let me know who are your dark horses for the postseason or even through the regular season.
Yo, real quick too. Yo, Freezy. Broncos, 2nd seed in the AFC, 1st in the West. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I did it on the pod.
That boy gassing you up, man. That boy gassing you up.
Yo, ready? The West is a coin toss. The West is a coin toss, bro, between 3 teams, and the Raiders aren't one of them.
That's
the coin toss?
It's gonna be Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders. And 3 teams are going to make the playoffs.
Raiders could fight for that, though.
3 teams make the playoffs.
Raiders still have a fight. All 4 teams have a fight in that division.
That's hot.
Logan and me been locked in since day one.
That's hot. That's hot.
Y'all been agreeing too much on this podcast.
That's hot.
We never do. That's what's crazy. We never do. But
dude, I did it yesterday. I'm telling you, I told y'all already. I'm doing a pod of my own, and we did a talk about that. And I said the exact same thing. I was like, yeah, the Broncos hit the lottery, bro. They've had a roster that every quarterback's dream has been, but they've had 14 quarterbacks in between some guy named Peyton Manning, and now they've struck gold on. They said, thank you, Lord, because Russell Wilson just plopped right into their hands. And now they have a franchise quarterback who has an all-pro Hall of Fame resume. And now he's going to sit there with one of the best skill position-wise teams in the league and already a top 10 defense. Oh, dude, you're crazy. And you put a real quarterback back in that stadium. Good luck winning there, boy. Good luck winning there. Good luck.
No, people forget it's hard to play.
Good luck winning there.
So hard to play in college. So hard to play.
When the Chiefs were booty, the Mile High Stadium was what Arrowhead's atmosphere is now. Yeah. I'm telling you. You'll see.
He ain't lying.
I really would. I wish because I didn't get to do the team preview like y'all did. So I'm gonna come back on here, George, in a couple weeks to get my Broncos team.
Yeah, we had a fucking 15-minute segment on fucking Philadelphia Eagles.
Woo, go Birds!
I don't know how much time we have left, so I'm gonna make it super quick. Logan's gonna disagree with me on this one, but my sleeper team for the playoffs is the Saints. I really like their defense. I think they have a top 3 unit defensively. Alvin Kamara looks to not be getting suspended, so that helps my prediction. Mike Thomas is back. Olave's look good in camp. Jarvis Landry is a good option to have. Hopefully, Jameis is still solid. They did lose to Ron Armstead, so I don't know how the offensive line will work, but I'm still a believer in the Saints. I'm a believer in Dennis Allen. And my little regular season sleeper, I got it real quick. I think the Lions will be a hard team to beat week in and week out. I know Detroit and Philly play week 1. I think that's going to be a really fun game to watch. I do think Detroit could get them like 6-7 wins and even fight for like a wild card going into the later part of the season. But I don't think they'll make it. I do want to say that, but I
don't think so either. I feel the exact same way. I feel the same way.
Have like this crazy amount of offensive talent that just nobody realized, like St. Brown and Swift and Williams. And what bad team ever has an offensive line this good? Like it's a very good.
True.
It's a young,
I guess one with Jared Goff behind them. So,
but if Jared, like kind of what Logan said earlier, if Jared could just manage the game, limit those turnovers, and hopefully Jeff Okudah actually plays. I do.
Don't get me started on Jeff.
I know. And hopefully Aiden Hutchinson can come in right away and be the player he's supposed to be. I really like the Lions. I think they'll be like 7-10. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, going off what you said, we're not the Steelers though. Like I love Campbell, but he's not Tomlin. He's not Tomlin.
I didn't say 10 wins. That's a leap. But I think 6-7 wins. I think the Lions can get that.
I get you. No. I think 6 wins is like that's. I think that's max.
I think y'all are better than the Bears.
Oh, definitely. The Bears are so bad. The Bears are
6
so
wins
bad.
max.
6 wins max.
George,
still go with
that was the power ass. That was the power ass.
Nick,
man.
Nick, where's y'all sleepers at, bro?
I was gonna say I got a dark horse in the NFC as well, and it's a team that out of the games they played last year, they lost 8 games by single digits and probably should have won
Vikings.
more than half of them. Bro, the Vikings are gonna make the playoffs this year. There's
gonna make the playoffs.
like the Vikings are. Nobody really talks about them because a lot of people are talking about the battle between the Eagles and Cowboys. They talk about
Kirk
how
Cousins is ass.
I agree 100%. I don't think he's that bad, and I think Justin Jefferson is actually just an absolute menace to society, bro.
Insane.
Justin Jefferson is a top 3 wide receiver in football. He's that dude 100%.
He's that guy.
Him and Jamar and Cooper Kupp are those men. So.
Logan, I don't really like you today because we're agreeing too
Listen,
much, brother.
The Vikings
he's facts right now, though.
They also have a defense,
JJ is tough.
Yeah, and they also have a
disgusting.
defense though that literally it might be one of the most underrated defenses in the NFL. They have made so many little moves that you're not going to think about. They have so much depth. They have so much depth on the defensive side of the ball that if they get hurt, I still believe
Justin
that they'll
can agree with me.
not
Their draft,
giving
they
up a lot of
crazy
points.
Lewis Seen. Oh my God. Andrew Booth, who is another one of my sleepers on the
Booth. Dude, Booth is that guy.
Bro, they got some stuff building.
I think they make the post.
I
agree.
See, and that's why they're a dark horse, because there's people like George that say things like that.
Yeah, my dark horse is going to be out of the AFC, and I'm going to pick the Miami Dolphins because I know the Buffalo Bills, they got the favorite for that division and even maybe the favorite to go to the Super Bowl this year, close to the Chargers, in my opinion. But Miami, bro, they made so many upgrades from head coach to receivers to offensive line to running backs, their defense. Like, I think they're well-rounded all around. Tua, it's going to be all up on Tua, man. Like how we say, it's a quarterback league. Tua, I don't know. He's getting so much confidence thrown at him by his coaches and especially a star wide receiver in Tyreek Hill. Imagine a star wide receiver coming from another team that he's well known around the league,
coming from Mahomes and saying all this stuff he's saying,
and saying all this stuff about Tua. Like, no, man, I love Tua. Great quarterback, accuracy on point. This guy has grit. This guy does not give up, and this and that. So I don't know. I like the Dolphins. I see them coming out. I see them doing their thing. It just sucks that they got Buffalo in front of them. I would even say New England in front of them a bit, but Yeah, because New England is always gonna
Can't
be
count New
a
England
good
out,
team
though. That's
with
the
fucking
thing.
Bill Belichick out there.
Can't count them
Can't
out.
count- You can't.
I love the Miami pick strictly on the fact that I am 100% counting the New England Patriots out of here, boy. They're going 4-0 against the Jets and Patriots, bro. They're gonna go 4-0 against the Jets and Patriots. So guess what?
We've agreed too much.
They can,
Stop it.
Breezy, they can go 0-2 against the
Yes,
Bills, and all they gotta
wow.
do is win 5 out of conference games,
Bro,
and they're in the conversation for that playoff spot, boy.
Patriots have no talent, bro. They have Mac Jones and a couple people like Matt Judon, and the rest is buns. No.
You don't think Damian
It's
Harris is
true,
good?
but-
Yo,
Real quick.
No, I
You don't think
Rashad
Damian Harris is
Stevenson?
good?
No, I don't.
Oh my god.
I don't think Damian Harris is all that. Can I tell you the conspiracy theory that I think is happening in New England? Yeah, real quick.
Logan Peter conspiracy theories.
It'll take 20 seconds. Ready? Because I know we don't have a lot of time. I think that Robert Kraft and Tom Brady had a way better relationship than either of them did with Bill Belichick, and Bill Belichick really doesn't like either of them. And Robert Kraft is still the owner of the team, obviously, and Tom Brady left. Bill Belichick, I think, is going to ruin that team, and in about a year or 2 years, he's going to retire and say, "Ha, good luck, Robert. Have fun rebuilding." I'm telling you. Good luck. I'm telling you.
I mean, he's had a long fucking career
He's gonna
already.
do it out of
so-
spite. He's gonna do it out of spite, dude. I'm telling you, he's gonna retire in 1 to 2 years, and he's going to make this roster look like dog dookie.
I don't even think it's out of spite. That boy brought in fucking 7 Super Bowls. How's that out of spite?
Yeah, and they still hate him. That's why he's doing it. He's like,
But Bill
I
has
get what he's
always
saying.
been. Bill is always. I don't even know if he's doing it out of spite because Bill has just been a bad GM entirely. To be honest with you, his whole time since he became GM. Like, look at what draft pick has really stood out to you guys from the Patriots, and since he became GM, like nothing really.
none.
They
All
can't.
right, so we're coming down to 1 minute here, so we're not gonna even do any plugins because it's gonna take too long, and that's just probably gonna cut off. But
Crazy sports.
GMike Media, baby.
I don't even know.
Hey, but I appreciate you guys for coming on, and I'm gonna
No,
send you the
sir,
link
man.
to the fantasy league. You better fucking hop on.
I'm already in there, boy.
I'm talking to these two over here, to my left. Hey, but I appreciate you guys for coming on, man, for real. And then you already know we're gonna do this again.